then when we zoomed into this, it's like a veritable universe. So the next step is just to take these brain coordinates and to project them into perceptual space. And if you do that, you would be able to step inside the reality that is created by this machine.
System rather than the government and the private sector.
The bottom line gets back to these countries. It gets back to the intrusive enemies principle. Nicaragua, Grenada, Angola, Vietnam. Remember, Ho Chi Minh was the United States' great friend.
This isn't real. What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
If we have algorithms that stimulate the right things and give it the right data,
in World War II, all of these wanted good relations with the United States, and they went a long ways courting us and trying to be our friends, and we attacked them. So why do we need enemies in the world? Okay, we're faced with a
we could reprogram you in a way without you even knowing it. We call it hallucinating, right? But these would be controlled hallucinations run by algorithms. So you think you're in control of your own will, but it's actually
situation today where our economic system is now rated something like 8th in the world in terms of quality. There are 8 nations that teach people
quality of life.
Quality of life is down to about 8th. Education of our children is down to about 8th.
Health is down like 12th or 16th.
Health is 12th, and our cities are falling apart. And yet, given that sad plummeting,
evil AI or evil people controlling everything we do, and we're more like zombies. We think we're free and we're not actually free.
This is why you are receiving voice-to-skull transmissions. This is why you are being attacked with microwave and frequency weapons. You are unfortunately being used.
We're projecting to spend $1.6 trillion on defense in the next 5 years, with them Washington readily admitting that the overruns will put it over $2 trillion.
By the national security state, the military-industrial intelligence complex of this country, for the purposes of researching and developing highly sophisticated state-of-the-art technology that is primarily concerned with the human mind and how it operates, how to hack it, and how to harness its computing power to inform AI technology.
In the next 5 years. Now, you can't justify that kind of defense spending in a peaceful world. If it's a peaceful world without threatening enemies, Russia, of course, is a fixed enemy, but you have to have more pressing threats. You need something close by. And you have to have this antichrist of communism waved at the people. So that I had this happen.
In the future and inform the computer systems of our military intelligence, and major corporations in this country.
Your mind is plugged into the hive mind. You're plugged into an augmented reality. You are plugged into a quantum computer-driven system.
In a hardware store just 2 days ago, a nice person, a good guy, and he said, but I'll tell you one thing, we've got to stop those communists somewhere, and it may as well be Nicaragua. Well, you know, he's caught the antichrist of communism feeling. He's got that straight. He knows nothing about Nicaragua. There's the communist.
You are plugged in with the AI that is an outgrowth of quantum computing. At the highest artificial generative level, quantum computers run augmented reality.
So if you have the opportunity to stand next to one of these machines, it is an awe-inspiring.
Party doesn't support the Sandinista government. But the only way you can continue this military-industrial complex and this trillions of dollars spending is if you have a hostile, threatened world in all spheres. And so they work at it.
So you're suggesting that the deeper reason for
thing, at least for me, it feels like an altar to an alien god. They really are impressive machines.
Reagan's Central American policy, as well as the CIA operations all over the world, is to perpetuate the military-industrial complex, that people with those interests at stake are promoting these covert operations, this Cold War, these hostilities everywhere. And that what this is leading to also is a militarization. Of our economy and our society, in which all of our economic wealth is going into the military, and the military is becoming a tremendous social force because it controls the dollar, so it can control policies.
There's also another factor that's a little bit harder to quantify, but is just as strong, if not stronger, and that's the
Here in the United States, we're often brought up and told we don't have propaganda, that we have a hard-charging investigative press, we have this educated, skeptical, even cynical citizenry, and that if there were powerful interests trying to manage and manipulate public opinion, they would be exposed. To rationalize violence,
the human beast has always been violent and aggressive. And in Washington, for all of the $700 and $800 suits that the Reagans wear and the $1,000 plates they eat off of,
the reality actually is just the opposite. Academics like Alex Carey and others who've spent their lifetimes looking at how propaganda works finds that it's actually in Western democracies and open societies where you need the most sophisticated sorts of propaganda. And since
they're still cavemen at heart. They still have this thing for killing. The CIA wants to run operations. The military wants to fly planes and shoot at something more than targets. Reagan wants to be a military leader and preside over a war. And you have to have enemies.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
Very